So, about to cook jollof rice. I'm gonna start. Alexa, volume 2. Alright, so getting ready to cook jollof rice. So I got the bell peppers, which is really red because it's very important that the pepper is actually very red. So what I tend to do is cut it into small pieces because that will make it easy to blend and ultimately go from there. So I'm going to cut about 6 of it because I'm cooking a very big portion, at least a big batch. Of course, remove the stickers on it. Then afterwards, I'm going to rinse everything and then start blending. So for jollof rice, the key thing is red bell pepper, a good red onion, Scotch bonnet, tomato, either the plum or the one in a can, which is like a plum tomato, and tomato paste. Those are the key things you need when you're making jollof rice. So I've already cut about 6 bell peppers because I really need it to be red and rich. So right now I'm just cutting the onions because I'm going to blend it into a nice puree and what have you. All right, all that has been cut and we're going to now move forward with blending. So I've cut all the pepper and here it is. So what I'm going to do is give it a good rinse and then I'll move forward to blending it with this blender. To do is instead of using water, I'm going to use this tomato paste as the liquid to give it that liquid vibe. Now kind of rinsing it so that all the dirt or all the seeds comes out. So as you can see, rinsed, and I will just go ahead with the blending and then so I've rinsed the pepper and it's all clean. So as you can see, just letting the water drip out. So I'm going to start the blending process. So I'm going to use this tomato plum liquid. So that will be my base. And then I'll start off by using some of this. And then try to blend. But the thing is, you don't want to blend it to be super liquid. It's just a good, nice texture. That's pretty much all the texture I need. So the next step will be to actually boil it to make it's all dried out of the water. So I'm gonna get it prepped for the fire so it gets kind of parboiled. That's it. So now I've kind of started parboiling, so it's definitely boiling as you can see. I'm gonna try to get away from the steam. So you want to kind of make sure it dries down the water so it's very properly cooked. So this might take about 40 minutes. So yeah. So I'll let it do its thing and come back in another 20 minutes. And while I do that, I'm doing other things such as, you know, frying the meat or cutting other things for the next thing. So I'm about to start making the jollof rice. So right now is a pan or a big pot in this instance where I've actually put the oil on the fire. So I'm using the leftover oil from frying all the beef. So right now I'm going to just do that. So the oil is quite hot now. So what I'm going to do now is put the red onions that I sliced in here. So it's probably going to make this noise. And yeah, so I'm going to let it fry for some time. It's very important when you're making jollof rice. So after that's done, fry it, and I guess the pepper is kind of cooking or boiling, so I'm draining all the last water in there. So that's the base. Anyway, so I guess once I'm ready, then I'll use the tomato paste, which is very important to give it that big, rich look. So yeah, so once this is a little bit golden, I'm gonna put the tomato paste in there, and then afterwards I'll transfer this pepper into that and let it fry for like 20 minutes. And yeah, all right, let me get started on all the necessary things. So it's literally fried up, the pepper, as you can see. So right now, what I'm going to do is kind of separate it because it's a lot of pepper, so I don't need that much for my jollof rice. So I'm going to kind of split it, and then I'm going to transfer this rice. I've already rinsed it, so it's already ready to go. So pretty much that's going to be the next step. So again, the pepper is extremely fried, ready to go. So once I divide it into 2 or 3 portions, then I'm going to transfer the rice and then let it slowly cook. And that's pretty much it. All right. So I've actually separated it. So now I'm going to pour the rice in there. Of course, there are different ways to make it. This is just my preferred. So. And then I'm frying this for the beef and, you know, beef sauce, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, so it's properly mixed and put together. Just gonna let it do its thing, and yeah. Again, it's very important to have it at very low heat. Again, it's very important that this is slowly cooked, so you want to make sure the heat is really low and slowly cook it to simmer. So yeah, it's always a mess when you cook this thing because everything just splashes here and there. But yeah, so it's always really nice. So slowly cooking, and that's what we want. This is also slowly cooking, so the most important thing is patience and giving it time. So not quickly cooked, but slowly cooked.